Thank you. My mother is my biggest fan, and I don't mean that in the philosophical sense, I mean it in this. It's not long after we have a story slam that I get a text or an email or a phone call from my mom that says, "Saw you on YouTube. You look well. I remember that turtle." Sometimes she has really good feedback, and sometimes it's just that my hair is getting really long. But for all intents and purposes, I wanted to tell this story tonight, and I wanted to dedicate it to my mom because she's not able to be here. She's a wonderful woman. She's a single mom, able to raise both my sister and I to be relatively well-adjusted, functional adult human beings. And did so without a whole lot. We didn't have a whole lot growing up, not a lot of resources. But Mom, I'm looking at the camera now. Mom, I'm sorry I've been lying to you. This is a story about when you caught me. When I was 17, about to turn 18, I was going off to college, and my mom, despite being in a pretty tricky financial situation, decided that she would do what it took to set me up for success at college, and she co-signed for my first ever credit card. Because as an adult, you need to build credit. Well, I did what every 18-year-old should do. I went out and immediately packed that sucker full of stereo equipment and posters and incense and whatever was gonna make my dorm room the coolest fucking place on earth. I think I was about $30 from my credit limit when I went to buy my textbooks, which I inadvertently bought used and used my paycheck from Arby's to get. But nonetheless, I spent my whole first semester at college in my cool as shit dorm room, really learning for the first time how to spread my wings, become my own man. And then this end of the semester comes and I have to go back to my mom's house and spend the winter break. Well, anyone who's been through this, which I assume is a lot of you, you know that when you're at college and then you go home, it's very, very, very difficult to get your big head through the door that you once occupied. And a further adjustment, for me anyway, was that there weren't just, unlike a college campus, girls hanging out on my mom's lawn with tank tops and short shorts. I mean, this was 1992, it was the age of the bare midriff. So I was so horny the whole break. And having recently turned 18, I was able to, for the first time in my life, buy pornography. So I had purchased a Penthouse Letters magazine, and in the back of Penthouse Letters there were ads for phone sex, for really, raunchy phone sex. And so I locked myself in the bathroom of my mom's house, and I called a very nice young lady named Jade, and I put my credit card information into the phone, and I spoke with Jade for, I think it was $3.99 a minute, and I had about $27 left on my card, so I was like, with a stopwatch, actually in this hand, because this one was busy, and the phone, and Jade is saying don't hang up, I'm almost there. But I know that I'm running out of money on my credit card and it's $3.99 a minute, it's gonna go, so I hang up the phone. I leave the bathroom, I know you all thought my mom was gonna walk in on me, which is not what happened. I leave the bathroom, a couple more days or weeks go by, I go back to college. I get a phone call from my mom. I'm in class, so Michael, I need you to call me immediately when you get back to your dorm room. So I call my mom and I say, "Hey Mom, miss you. What's up?" She says, "I need to talk to you about the phone bill." Now I'm confused because I used my credit card for this call. What I didn't know was at the time, if you don't have enough room on your credit card, the Public Utilities Commission will actually charge the phone bill of the homeowner. And so she said, I'm looking at my phone bill, and it says something to the effect of 14 minutes, 1-800 such and such, phone sex, straight, Asian. She says, did you call phone sex in my house? Mom, I have no idea what you're talking about. No, like there's no, like why would I do that? Those of you who are parents, as am I now with my own teenagers, you know you always go the surreptitious kind of second chance route. Like, okay, so this is your second chance. I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me the truth. And if you tell me the truth, I promise that the punishment is going to be a lot less harsh. And so I say, I have no idea. Well, that was 23 years ago. My mom doesn't know I'm doing this tonight, but she's gonna see this on YouTube. Mom, I'm sorry, I lied.